Found out my girlfriend of 7 years cheated on me. Right now this my only form is catharsis. As Henry Miller once said, the only way to get over a woman is to turn her into literature. So as the title says, I found of my girlfriend of 7 years of whom I planned on purposing to next cheated me. I'm a 33 and she a 27 for context. She had a guy friend from nursing school I never liked nor trusted that apparently she got close to. I never suspected anything but he gave me bad vibes, but my girlfriend doesn't have a ton of friends to begin with, but my guard naturally was still up. Pre-COVID her mood changed and she was crying a lot because she told me they had a huge fight and stopped being friends, but also said there was more but she couldn't tell me the details because it too hard for her to tell me. Early February she started to see an OBGYN for abdominal pains. Sometime mid-2020 she told me he attempted to kiss her, to which she fought him off and that why they weren't speaking anymore. Jump to August, the week of birthday. As I'm in my car about to leave work in the dark, because I work overnight at a medical lab, I see someone approach her window from outside. He then turns around, crosses the street to get in his car and leave, and I confront him and ask him who he is and what he's doing there. He plays it dumb. We have a verbal confrontation to which it took everything Buddhism has taught to not get out of my car and pummel this guy and end up spending my birthday in jail. Jump to end to September. My girlfriend is having abdominal issues again and goes to see her OBGYN, who says whatever is causing the issue isn't a uterus issue, and that she may have an infection. As to what the doctor needs to run tests for to discern. Which brings us to tonight. She's in the shower and her phone is next to me. The temptation to prove myself wrong is overwhelming. But everything she's told me up until this point just doesn't add up. I find in her iMessages an unnamed contact conversation dating from the earliest, which is July, prior to me catching him outside her window of our home up until last Monday. Conversations here and there. I scroll to the very top and my heart sinks, confirming everything. My worst fears. Turns out he did force himself onto her, but this isn't the first time they had sex, and I cried. I cried. I cried. I cried. When she finally came back from her shower, I tried coercing the truth out of her, not letting her know I know everything, but she's sticking to her rape story, to which she is seeing therapy for. I wake up now at 4 a.m. because I can't sleep anymore. As she lays next to me in bed, I cry because I fear that she'll never tell me the truth until I let her know I know everything. I cry because the woman whom I've spent 7 years of my life cheated on me. I cry because the woman whom I've pleaded to make a great father to kids we planned on having together in the coming years lied to my face. I cry because I love her more than anything I've ever loved. And this hurts. I'm at a crossroad in my life. I don't know what to do. I'm going to be very blunt with you. I am sorry about your girlfriend, but a girlfriend is supposed to be someone who you can rely on and be able to trust. You should be happier with this person in your life. To me, your life is worse with her in it. You are starting to lose your mind over whether she is cheating on you or not. This relationship is over whether you agree it's over or not. Don't think about the 7 years you spent with her. Think about your future. Are you happier being with her for another day or being by yourself and not having to worry about anyone cheating on you? Whether you agree or not, you probably are better off by yourself. This isn't healthy for your mental. Just something to think about. Clearly she doesn't regret it. She is not going to tell you either unless you put her in a corner, but either way, you already know the truth. It sucks to invest so many years with someone to end up like this, but it is necessary that you break up with her. You have to. The confidence is already broken, you won't get it back. Get the screenshot, because once you leave her, if anything this subreddit taught me, is that she's gonna say he left me because I got raped, because she would rather be a victim than a cheater. So have the screenshot and tell her that you have the. So tell me the truth. If you wanna break up, tell her that you have the evidence that you cheated on me multiple times, and if you try to trick people and make up to be a bad guy, then the texts get sent. Otherwise I don't want anything to do with you. I will just say we broke up and nothing else. You already hurt me, so just leave and take it as if we never knew each other. Walk away and don't look back. Again, thank you for reaching out with constructive criticism. I'm a Buddhist by practice, and the first step of me getting better is to find my way out of this hole and deal with the issue on hand. Your girlfriend isn't going to tell you shit, and you're just going to keep crying alone until she leaves you. You respect yourself and leave her. Right now, it doesn't matter any longer if she comes clean or not. Yes, your situation sucks, but you know everything you need to know to make a decision. It is incredibly terrible that she got raped and I am feeling extremely sorry for her, but her cheating on you, that happened before, is entirely up to her. It was a decision she made. A decision against you and your relationship. It is up to you to make a decision that is best for you. She made her decision when she cheated on you. In addition, you should go to a doc and get tested for STDs. Better safe than sorry. Good luck and stay strong. She failed the wife test. Move on. She might have gotten raped and still cheated on you. They aren't mutually exclusive. If she did get raped but there's proof that she did cheat on you before or after the act, you have every right to leave her. She can work on herself on her own. If it was consensual, leave her. I had a partner cheat on me too. This is a few years ago. We were together almost 2 years, I was madly in love and we were going to be together forever. Over the summer, I had a gut feeling that something was off. I couldn't tell what it was, but he was distant and easily annoyed with me. I probed and eventually he told me he cheated on me. To make it worse, it was with a girl I knew had a thing for him, which he denied. I was devastated, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me. He was completely different to the person I fell in love with despite his remorse. If she isn't even sorry, then let her go. You'll be better for it in the long run. I'm confused. She's been seeing a doctor and a therapist for rape, which tracks. She had a fight with a friend who raped her, which also tracks, as people who suffer sexual assault often do so at the hands of people they know. I'm not surprised she didn't report or didn't tell anyone. She probably feels dumb and ashamed, especially if there are after effects of it, like an STD or a pregnancy she now has to deal with. Speaking of which, you need to get tested for STDs. What I'm confused about is, was this an affair gone wrong, or is this guy just a shitty rapist? Did the messages make that clear? Because that would make your decision easier. Rape is not your girlfriend's fault, and I hope she gets all the therapy she needs, and I hope she does find the strength to report, but cheating is. Well, at least you know why it was too hard for her to tell you, because sleeping with the guy would be difficult to explain. Some alarm bells should have gone off when she couldn't confide in her partner of 7 years. You don't know what to do? I'm sure you do. Dump her. There are trustworthy women out there. Without trust you don't have anything. Tell her you saw the messages and want an explanation. Don't let her play dumb or manipulate you. Also record it in case she tries something after you confront. That last bit on why it hurt you hurt to read. That's awful. She started off saying there was a fight or something, but if that's lie, then she planned on manipulating you, and when you asked for the truth she kept going when you were obviously upset. That's just wrong. She has zero remorse for how she is hurting you. Confront her with everything you know. This relationship is not salvageable. She is not for you, that's all it means. I believe she is capable of being loyal, just not to you. I'm really sorry. If she is making accusations like that and you know they are not true, then I would advise you to explain to her you know what's going on and break up with her. Guilt can push people to do crazy and stupid things. She sounds like she is on that path. No girlfriend material here. She's a cheater and a broken person. No second chances to lying cheaters. Kick her out and don't look back. Move on, bro. The slow drip of information and revelation is a terrible pain. Better to tear that bandage off now and deal with the pain short term, than stretch it out over however long you can hold the sinking ship together. Once the trust in a relationship is gone, it's over. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. I'm so sorry. I have realized that there isn't always a closure needed for breakups. If you can't trust her and her stories, you should leave it. You're not comfortable around her anymore, and neither does she seem loyal for you to be in this relationship any longer. End it well and walk out. No explanations needed. Stay with her and she will just keep doing this again and again. Tell her what you know, and then detach yourself from this situation. You will feel the pain of the lost attachment, but the pain will fade over time. Remember, everyone is suffering and everyone is doing their best. Her betrayal is about her pain. I am amazed with your restraint not to go and kill this guy with your bare hands. She's not your girlfriend, it's just your turn. What do you mean you don't know what to do? It's over. Just leave. You're in bed with her? Have you no self-respect or dignity left at all? I mean, WTF. She's probably banged that guy right where you're fucking sleeping. He probably got your side of the bed after too. How can you possibly not end this relationship now? She's fucking other guys. Unless you're into that, you absolutely have to walk away. She's using rape as a cover for cheating. That's one of the most disgusting things I've read in a long time. A rape is a horribly traumatic event, and to use it as a cover is so damn disturbing. You need to leave this woman. It's very easy for us to dish out advice to people such as yourself, and not always advice you want to hear. Cheaters cheat and always will. She lied to your face, which speaks volumes about how much respect she has for you. I'm so sorry you're hurting. I've been there and know how it feels, believe me. Only you can make the decision as to which path you take, but if I had my time again, I'd walk. I clung for dear life to a relationship with a cheater because I couldn't bear the pain which I only put off until the relationship ended for good anyway. You're worth more than this, just as I was. Your call, but be prepared to always be suspicious about their every move or explanation as to where they've been and with whom. Good luck. A wise woman builds her home, but a foolish woman tears it down with her own hands. Her choice is made then. Unfortunate as it may be, we make our choices with our actions. Dodged a bullet. Leave that hoe. You are free. Live your best life. You want to know what's worse than cheating? Lying and gaslighting. Cheating can be handled, it's understandable, these things happen. People spend time together, they get a sexual attraction. It's a difficult urge to hold off. Personally, my morals would never allow me to betray something like that, but I can understand how others would cross that line. Now lying about that is so much worse. How can you trust someone who doesn't tell you the truth, even when provided evidence? Cough cough. Trump. Honestly, I left my fiancée, not for cheating on me, but for trying to lie to me when I showed her evidence. Insensitive this might be, but outside of, that's awful, you shouldn't care that she was raped. She was raped by the man she was cheating on you with, and she is still fucking lying about it. She did not deserve to be raped, and you do not deserve to be cheated on. Leave her. Join us on our Surviving Infidelity, You're Gonna Need It. Also, I encourage you to read the book, Leave a Cheater, Gain a Life. And visit the author's site, chumplady.com. I am sorry this happened to you, you deserve better. I know, because my ex of 10+ years made me a chump after he had an affair with a coworker and deceived me into thinking he wanted true reconciliation while he was seeing another woman. Just please find someone worthy of you, send your love. For now, get out and mend. Move on. Be selfish. I know it hurts, and I know you wanted her forever, but it hurts to stay. That wretched woman has now used 2 men for her purposes and likely ruined the life of both. Get away and don't turn back. She betrayed you for a sexual adventure, and now she's throwing him under the bus with the rape story to save her herself. Why would you want a family with a devious person like that? This feels like the end of the world for you, and maybe you wish you were dead, and probably you think that you just can't make it without her in your life. The mental pain is excruciating, isn't it? How do I know that? Because I've been there. Just let me tell you that, if you walk away from this situation, things will eventually get better. If you stay at any cost, you can have a mental breakdown. I almost did. Like others said, walk away. It's not easy, in fact you will feel like it's the worst emotional pain you've ever felt. But it will be the right thing to do. Not like it's gonna cross your mind now, but you'll find someone worth being with who respects you. Hey, people are shitty and lie all the time. It sucks. It hurts. My last relationship, I was straight up lied to, saying they loved me and that they were home when really they were out on our 2-year anniversary, betraying me. So I've moved on though. Found someone way better, and you will too. She doesn't deserve you. Unfortunately, this happened to me until I just told her I looked through her phone. Funny because it went straight to I knew you didn't trust me, and how dare you look through my phone. She doesn't love you and she never will. Cut contact and never talk to her again. I'm sorry you're going through this, my friend. First, she stated that he forced himself on her, but you discovered that they indeed had a sexual relationship prior to him forcing himself on her. Even if that's true, clearly there was a relationship they were having behind your back. Now, playing devil's advocate, she could have been trying to end it and he forced himself on her because he doesn't want it to end, which can explain why she hasn't told you or the police, because doing so will also expose the affair. OMG, it just hit me, she may have had an abortion. I remember a friend of mine having the same pain issues after it was done, same Obgyn visits. I'm so sorry that this happened. I know right now this sounds bad, but it is good that this happened now, and now when you married her and potentially had kids. She isn't worth your time, she isn't worth a second chance. Please don't give her a second chance because people almost never change and she's showing you that she isn't remorseful. Take time to figure stuff out. It's easier to get over someone when you're able to see the person they really are. When emotions are up, logic goes down. I bet in a month all the pieces will start coming together and you'll start to feel thankful you caught her. Just read this carefully, alright? Do not walk away, I'm telling you, do not, just run. First, this is not your fault in any way. A significant other's decision to cheat has to do with them internally. Second, take some time to calm down. Send yourself screenshots of the conversations, and when you are comfortable, confront her and end the relationship. If you are not comfortable with confronting her, simply wait until she is at work and move out, then let her know via message that it's over. Third, seek counseling. Being cheated on creates trust issues that could impact future relationships. Good luck, op. Dodged a bullet. You are free. Live your life without that parasitic barnacle hanging off of your soul. Go do all of those things you wanted to do but you couldn't because of the ball and chain. Man, sorry this happened. First, cut off your emotions when dealing with her, cause you'll think straight, and loving someone not worth it will only do you harm. Try to corner her to report AP to police to force the truth out from her. If not, drip feel the evidence from post. Likely consent first time, not second, but he wants more. You dodge a bullet by wasting 7 years, not 17 years. When there are more at stake, at least you got to know the real and not the pretend her. Note, she'll be more sorry for being caught, not what she done. Believe if AP didn't force himself on her, they would have continued time to have an exit plan, and do take more care of yourself. Remember, pain is inevitable, suffering a choice. Same goes for her, cheating is a choice, not a mistake. Take care. Update when able. OK, signed biceps, thumbs up, crossed fingers. You're never really in love with someone unless that love is so equal you would have known by now. I'd say cut your losses and move on. There is so much trauma there with her. You're gong to the rest of your life regretting you left before kids. You can never fix her, don't try to. Your life is better off without her. I hope she finds help. Sorry to hear that. 7 years is nothing compared to 50+ years, assuming you married her. Imagine if she cheated on you down the road. It will take some time, but you will find someone who will be faithful to you.